remains a mystery. No one knows.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, let's go to the beach shot in Huntington Beach and see how the weather. No lobsters there. Looking beautiful. A little bit on the foggy side, but that's going to be clearing out through the early morning hours, and you can expect the sun to come out in the next couple of hours by mid-morning or midday. LAX 67, Riverside 64, Palm Springs 75 degrees. At the moment, Chino 66 degrees. And here we go with the low. It is pulling off today, just a little bit off the coast. But by tomorrow, that low is going to be skirting right across in just south of the border. And that is going to be bringing in a lot of rain and even some thunderstorms. And that's going to possibly a little bit of rain overnight, but more so tomorrow and tomorrow night in the evening hours. Live weather here tonight. Low moves towards Southern California. Rain tomorrow and tomorrow evening, with heavy downpours and minor flooding possible and dangerous lightning hitting along some of the areas. Lancaster at 90 today, Palmdale 90, El Monte 80, Burbank 82 degrees in Van Nuys. Up in Bakersfield, you could expect a daytime high of 89 degrees. Beaches 69 Oxnard, 68 in Santa Barbara, 72 for Manhattan Beach, 72 also in through Hawthorne. In Hollywood, you could expect that high to reach about 74 degrees. Inland Orange County in the mid-70s. Right here in the Inland Empire, upper 70s, low 80s, 83 in San Bernardino, 81 in Riverside. Desert, Palm Springs, 98 degrees. Los Angeles, a couple of 77s, rain tomorrow, and then it starts to clear out by Sunday, heading into Monday. And another system coming in on Thursday. This is all good news with these systems flowing through early in the rain season. Today, 83, San Fernando Valley, all the way down to 73, down by 10 degrees for Saturday, back up to 92 degrees for Tuesday and Wednesday. Orange County Inland, 78, down to 74, Tuesday and Wednesday. 84, down to 77, 82, 84, and Thursday, more rain next week, Thursday, with a high of 82 degrees. Let's go to Kurt in traffic.
And now, traffic. Mark, thanks very much. That SIG alert still in effect. The 10 West at Alameda. A deadly motorcycle crash is the cause of the SIG alert. Right now, the two left lanes remain shut down. We're not sure exactly how long this will continue, but it's leading to a heavy backup and heavy traffic through the downtown area. You can see both on the 101, the 60, and the 10 as well. Let's take you to Orange County now. This is the 5 South at Alicia Parkway. Two vehicle crashes now blocking lanes on the way to Mission Viejo. A very slow going for drivers. Watch out for that. And for drivers in Ventura County, let's give you a look at how the commute is coming together. It looks like the really slow spots are the 405 and the 101, but otherwise it looks like some slow spots on the 118 and 101 outside Ventura, even approaching the 23 as well. That's the latest on your morning commute at 8:11. Frank, now back to you.
Two Florida fathers are facing attempted murder charges after deputies say they opened fire in a violent road rage fight and ended up shooting each other's young daughters. The explosive argument happened in the Jacksonville area on Saturday. Officials say tempers flared as the two men drove erratically around each other, both driving with their families. One of the men pulled out a handgun and tried to shoot out the other's tires, and instead hit a 14-year-old girl. The second returned fire, striking the other's 5-year-old daughter. Both girls are expected to survive. Both men are facing charges.
The January 6th committee wrapped up its series of public hearings with a vote to subpoena former President Trump. KTLA's Trevor Shirley joins us now from Washington with more on what this means, as well as more revelations by the committee yesterday. Trevor, good morning.
Hey there, Jess. Good morning to you. And that vote to subpoena former President Trump, largely symbolic. Likely that we'll actually see Donald Trump testify before committee investigators, at least not before a long, drawn-out legal fight. On Thursday, the House January 6th committee continued to lay its plan to overturn the election had long been in the works.
It was intentional, it was premeditated.
Never before seen clips revealed top congressional leaders at a secure location. working the phones, trying desperately to get help as rioters stormed the Capitol.
We'll call the mayor of Washington, D.C. right now and see what other outreach.
Panel released newly uncovered Secret Service emails showing that agency had
agents received alerts of online threats that Vice President Pence, a dead man walking if he doesn't do the right thing.
But through all this new information, investigators wove a single thread.
The central cause of January 6th was one man, Donald Trump.
The panel used what's expected to be its final public hearing. Investigators say was Trump's mindset before and during the attack. Former White House aides testified Trump watched the siege on TV and for hours refused to call on rioters to go home.
None of this would have happened without him. He was personally involved in all of it.
Members concluding the hearing with that unanimous vote to subpoena the former president.
Ms. Cheney.
Aye.
Prompting this response from Mr. Trump, who called the entire hearing a, quote, total bust. And earlier today, the former president released another statement, this one pretty long, about 14 pages, in which he again slams the committee itself, but notably did not mention whether or not he plans to comply with that subpoena. It's also expected this year the committee will release a final comprehensive report on its entire investigation. That's the latest here in Washington.
All right, Trevor, thank you for that. Customs agents found a real Halloween scare. Pumpkins filled with liquid meth. Agents at the Eagle Pass port of entry stopped a small SUV transporting 4 large pumpkins. After a close inspection, they found the gourds contained nearly 44 pounds of liquid methamphetamine. The drugs were seized. The driver and the passenger taken into custody. Coming up, making nightlife safer in West Hollywood.
What the city is passing out to bars and nightclubs starting today.
And Russell Westbrook's preseason huddling habits under the microscope. We'll explain why. Live in Newport Beach.
At the MS 150 bike ride, this is the latest and greatest in biking gear. We're going to see some incredible and new helmets. And speaking of helmets, the Crown Season 5 first images series, all of it live from Newport in minutes.
You're listening to the KTLA-5 news station in Los Angeles, the only Los Angeles station with a local TV news simulcast on iHeartRadio. Stay tuned to KTLA-5 late news with breaking news, 5 live weather, and sports final on our next newscast at 10 and 11 p.m. We are the #1 source for local news in Southern California. KTLA-5, LA's very own. We are the #1 source for local news in Southern California. KTLA-5, LA's very own. You're listening to the KTLA-5 news station in Los Angeles, the only Los Angeles station with a local TV news simulcast on iHeartRadio. Stay tuned for the KTLA-5 late news with breaking news, 5 live weather, and sports final on our next newscast at 10 and 11 p.m. We are the #1 source for local news in Southern California. KTLA-5, LA's very own. We are the #1 source for local news in Southern California. KTLA-5, LA's very own. You're listening to the KTLA-5 news station in Los Angeles, the only Los Angeles